Now with the third topic, which is the factors that influence career choice in student admitted to medical, dental, and nursing by Mr. Anas Andijani at King Saud bin Abdulaziz University for Health Science. Please welcome Mr. Anas.
Hi everyone, good morning. Okay, today I'll be presenting my research presentation. Actually, it's not mine, it's a work of a group of students, my colleagues. Basically, as what he said, factors that influence career choice in students admitted to medical, dental, and nursing colleges. This is at King Saud bin Abdulaziz University for Health Sciences. Okay. Okay. The outline of the research, as any outline of any research, basically contain an introduction that has a literature review, aim of the objective of the study. After that, we have the methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion. So I'll go in details for each one of them. Okay. First of all, everyone knows the education system in Saudi Arabia. Basically, there are 3 requirements for each student to be accepted in any university in Saudi Arabia, which is the Qudrat Tahsili in high school grade. Depending on those cumulative grades, according to those cumulative grades, you will be accepted in universities. So in that part of time in any student's life, it is very critical and it is so important for him to choose the right career. So let's say this career choice, it will actually affect his entire life. Let's say for 20, 30, 50, or as long as he lives until the day he dies. So these choices of career actually, the choice of career were actually influenced by certain factors. So our research is to investigate these factors. So in our literature review, there was a study done in United Kingdom by Crossley and Mubarak in 2002. The results showed that the dental students significantly motivated by status and security and the nature of the occupation, while the medical students motivated by career opportunities, helping people and working with people, use of personal skills and interest in science. Okay, and the other study done in Ireland actually done by Halsey et al. Showed many motivating factors. Those motivating factors actually opportunity to help people, working regular hours, being self-employed, so on and so forth. While the least motivating factors was having relative or friends in the profession and lifelong ambition. Another research that was done in Jordan, by El Baitar and Sumbul in 2008, showed that this study was investigated only among dental students. Found that professional prestige was the highest factor, followed by serving people. Okay. Unfortunately, while searching for research, we actually found 0 researches that is related to our subject that was performed among medical, dental, or nursing students in Saudi Arabia. So that gave us motivation to make the first research in Saudi Arabia about this subject. So after all that's been said, the aim is clear, I believe, is to investigate these factors among medical, dental, and nursing students, second year, pre-professional second year at KSAU HS. Okay, and the methodology part. First of all, the sample size, the population was 297 students of the second year pre-professional students. The sample size was calculated based on the study done by Bernabi. He basically claimed that if you have 32, I believe, students from each specialty, that will be valid enough. So we didn't follow that exact number. We rounded off to 50 students and from each specialty. So that is total of 150. So that's our sample size. The questionnaire distribution was helped by the student affairs of the preparatory years and the class leaders, and we asked them to distribute these questions randomly. So basically, our sample size is randomly distributed. Okay, the questionnaire. The questionnaire has basically 2 parts. First part that deals with the demographic question, male or female, and the second question has 2 questions that is related to the career question. Basically, it is what is your career question, and the second question is was this career is your first choice of specialty. Third question, admission required exam, تحصيل القدرات, and high school, socioeconomic status of the family. Okay, the second part is the most important part. We have like 23 motivating factors. We divided them into 6 dimensions. Those dimensions ranges from personal background, interest in science, vocation, service, professional, that basically means the nature of the profession, economical reasons, and social status. So because of lack of time, each dimension has many factors, so I'm just going to mention a few of them. Like the the background dimension has 6 factors. My profession would provide me with enough time to spend with my family. My family encouraged me to choose this profession, so on and so forth. And the interest in science and education factor basically dealt with my profession provides me with the opportunity to perform research work. I believe this is a science-based profession. And the vocational services has only 2 factors. My profession provides me with the opportunity to interact with other people. My profession provides me with the opportunity to treat and help people. Okay, the professional, basically, like what I said, it dealt with the nature of the career, has 7 questions, ranges from, it offers me the job security, it allows me to have a flexible work schedule, it allows me to spend more time with my family, it has no on-call work, it has no on-call. And the economical reason, basically, it has to do with the money. My profession pays better than other jobs. I can make a lot of money in my profession. And the factor has to do with it provides me with the financial independence. The last dimension is the social status. Basically, it has only one. My profession has a high professional status. Okay, percentage of agreement. We actually followed a study. The study was done by Crossley and Mubarak. They followed a Likert scaling. So anyone who scored highly agree, we give it 4 points, and strongly disagree, we give it 0 point. So basically, let's say there are 40 students. The maximum score would be 160, and then we take the percentage. So the level of agreement would be 100%. While if every student answered strongly disagree, then we would only have we would have 0 points, which means 0% of agreement. The statistical analysis that we use are ANOVA, Ben-Foroni post-hoc test, and chi-square test. The results. We distributed, as I said, 150 questionnaire. We got 119 questionnaire, and the response rate was approximately 80%. The question that is related whether this is your first sort of specialty, surprisingly, we found all medical students, they chose medicine as their first choice of career, while the dental students, only 70%. The rest wanted to be medical students. When it comes to nursing students, only 41% of nursing students in my population wanted to be nursery. The rest ranges from want to be dental or doctors. Okay, the socioeconomic status, it's a little bit lengthy. I'll go fast on it. We found the most common educational status of parents were bachelor degree. Most commonly stated occupation of father were military officer. Most commonly stated occupation of mothers were housewives, approximately 43%. The monthly income, the most monthly income was the medium, which is from 10,000 to 40,000. And it was surprising also to find that none of the medical students belong to the low income group. It will take a long time. Okay, no problem. Basically, here, what I want to show you here in this schedule is that medical students had the highest mean when it comes to the high school and تحصيل and قدرات. Okay, this is the most important part. Because we have many factors, so I decided to only give you the 3 most motivating factors and the 3 least motivating factors. When it comes to medical student, the most motivating factor we found is my profession provides you with the opportunity to help and treat people. The second is I believe this is a science-based profession. While the least motivating factor was there is no much on-call work in my profession. When it comes to the dental students, we found also that the ranking number 1 is my profession, the opportunity to provide me with the opportunity to help people, while the second is allow me to work with my hands. While the least is my profession requires only few years of formal education, because basically it requires 7 years. When it comes to the nursing students, surprisingly, we found the two most influencing factor was similar to the dental students, but it differs in the third and the least motivating factors, which the least motivating factor was my profession, which provided with enough time to spend with my family. So yeah, that's basically the nature of the nursing students. They don't have time. Okay, when it comes to the dimension, we actually found three statistical significant related to dimensions. The first thing was about the social status. We found that the medical and dental students were more motivated to factors related to the high social status than nursing students. And when it comes to the professional, we found only dental students were more motivated to be dentists when compared to medical, to factors related to professional status when compared to dental and nursing students. But also when it comes to the personal background, we found that the medical students were least motivated by personal background factors when compared to dental and nursing students. Okay, discussion, I'll go fast because of time. This is basically Hillis et al. We found that dentistry was the first choice of 65, which was basically similar to our resort. And going all the way to Australia, we found the most important factor for medical student in research done by Tosquido et al. Was the scientific nature of the specialty. And another study done by Vargom and Crossley shared the same results. And most important factor for dental students, also another study done in Australia, found that the security of the career followed by helping people were the top, while in ours helping people, and like what I said, working with hands were the most motivating factor. Going back to Jordan, the highest influencing factor by Elbaitar for dental students, of course, influencing in our study was similar to what we found in our study. But the least influencing factor one of the highest influencing factor in our study when it comes to the prestigious, one of the least influencing in many countries. Basically, that might be the fact that in our countries, the title of doctor is referred actually to the dentist, and maybe other countries we don't know it is not. And in our countries, it has a major impact. That's why they chose, because they were motivated by high status.
Can we stop here?
Last slide.
Last slide? Okay, please.
As a discussion, okay.
Please.
When it comes to nursing students, the highest in a lot of study was helping people, as we found in our research. But when it comes to other research also, we found that they scored high percentage when it comes to this interesting profession. But in our, it doesn't score that high percentage. This might be due to the fact that only 41% of the nursing students wanted to be nursery, actually. Okay, as a conclusion, the first ranking of all specialty was helping people, and basically I mentioned all of these, so because of time, I'm sorry. And this is the end of my research. I would like to acknowledge my group mates, Yazid Al-Taybi, Saeed Al-Qarni, Tariq Al-Dahi, Mohammed Al-Tuwaijri, and also our research advisor, Dr. Jagan Baskaridis, and our statistician, Dr. Ashraf Al-Mutwalli. These are my references.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anas.
I'm sorry for time. But
thank you so much for this nice presentation and nice information about career choice. Any question, please? Cool. Any question from the doctors? Any question?
Any question? I hope it was clear. Thank you so much for your kind listening.